Hey everybody, Mandy here, and today we'll be looking at Danganronpa 1 beta character designs. As this month is Danganronpa month because it's on the 25th this month, it's going to be the 10-year anniversary, I figured it would be a fun idea to go through each of the game's character beta designs and rate them out of 10. For this video, I'll be talking about the first game and then discussing the other games in the series in like different videos that will be coming up soon. So if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe because we're uploading so much Danganronpa content to come. Either way, tell me in the comments which beta design you like the most, and well, let's get into the video. So first we have the mascot of the series, Monokuma. Monokuma had two beta designs, one of them being this, where he's wearing a chain that says Nobyo. As far as I can tell, this is was only supposed to be a sprite or a piece of promo art. However, it didn't get anywhere. And honestly, I have no idea why this is even a thing. And I don't get it, so 3 out of 10. Now we're going to get into the most infamous one.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
Yeah, so this is what Monokuma was originally going to look like. And it's terrible. Just imagining this instead of that stupid bear, it just feels so weird. I just can't imagine this in the game at all. It just looks weird. So 0 out of 10. Next we have Makoto, which to be honest his beta design looks very similar to his final version, apart from the Ahoge and the sneakers. He kind of just looks average, which that is kind of the whole point to Makoto's character in the first place, so it makes sense, but I'll give it a 5 out of 10. We have some other designs here, which the two on the right make Makoto look way more confident than what he is at the start of Danganronpa 1, so I feel like it just doesn't really fit him. And the far left one gives me way too much Kameda vibes, to be honest. So 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 4 out of 10. We also have this really cute art of Makoto and Kamara together. It's great. Ari Asahina next, and hers is just very similar, just she has way shorter hair, and she's wearing a skirt with shorts underneath of it instead of just shorts in the original. I actually really like this design, and it's really cute too, so 8 out of 10. We have these other 3 designs here, which they all look nice and all. However, this second one gives me so much vibes of Chie from Persona 4. Like, everything just fits there, and I've seen so much fan art and just art in general of Chie and Aoi together, so they make a good duo. This far left one is basically the exact same as the original, just wearing a skirt instead of shorts. So, in general, I'll give it 5 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Bayaka Tagami. I don't care what anybody says, this design is terrible. Terrible. 1 out of 10. For these other 3 designs, they kind of have the same thing going for all of them, except for the far right one, which for some reason has the biggest collar neck in the world. But the thing is that I look at all these designs and I feel like they all kind of capture his talent really well in general, but the far right one just does not capture his talent at all. So 6 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10. We also have this hair design for Tagami here, which has some mega Kaito hair going on. And it just looks very anime in general. So, I'm all for it. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Celestia Ludenberg. I'm going to say this right now, but I honestly prefer this beta design over the original. I can't tell if it's because of the giant drill Zagan, but I just really like this design way more than for the original, and I will forever stand by that, so 10 out of 10. Her other beta designs are kind of just very similar to her original, except in this one she's holding a broken bunny toy. Okay, and we even see her giving the middle finger here, which I honestly think this should have been a sprite for her in the original game. Either way, given how similar these are, I'll give them 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10, and then I have no idea what's going on here, but the Burger King crown is great, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Next on the list we have is Jihiro Fujisaki. Not really a fan of this design, as I feel like the whole twist during Chapter 2 wouldn't be as significant. And well, I think their original one is way better, so 3 out of 10. However, these next few are amazing. Jihiro is going to have a hairstyle with cat ears. Think about that for a moment. Plus, there were even some designs of them with pigtails, and that would have been really interesting to see, to be honest. And apart from different hairstyles, the outfit's kind of just the exact same for everybody, so yeah, 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Hifumi Yamada. Okay, I'll make the obvious joke here.
Hi guys, real life Peter Griffin here.
I absolutely hate this. 1 out of 10. The thing about all these designs here is that all of them aren't as big as Hifumi's final design is. This one looks like a turd, and I legit have no idea what's going on here, so I'm not going to comment on it either. So all of these are just 1 out of 10. Junko Enoshima, the best Danganronpa 1 girl. I get that she looks more realistic here, but I think her final design outfit just stands out way more in terms of her character design. And plus her hair being bigger really helps the hairpins stand out more, which, you know, it's kind of important once you find out whom she is. So 4 out of 10, because it's just not as good as the original. And now with her other beta designs, we have this one. What? However, this design right here, I love this so much. Even though I think it's more cute than anything, I love seeing her with shorter, messier hair and with a different style of outfit. So in my opinion, overall it just looks amazing, so 9 out of 10. We also have 2 extras which, as far as I'm aware, weren't Junko beta designs, but instead were concept designs for a Junko successor, which later ended up being Monokuma Toa. We have this one which features a darker skin tone, and I like it. The other design we have here is one that I really like, since it makes her look way more crazier, with the drawings all over her legs, and her hair just being a chaotic mess. So appearance-wise, this really fits Junko's craziness and her personality, so I just love it a lot, so 9 out of 10. Surprisingly, I can't find anything on Mukuro designs. I think there just isn't any out there, which is quite a shame, but there you go. Ishimaru Kiyotaka next. Oh wait, sorry, I meant Phoenix Wright.
Hey, there's some bullshit!
His hair is basically Phoenix Wright, and he is even doing an objection pose. Plus, he looks more like an anime protagonist than Makoto does, so 7 out of 10. His other designs look exactly the same as his final design, so I don't really have much to comment on here. Except this one looks really funny, and I'm assuming this would be the white-haired Taka that we see in Chapter 3, so 8 out of 10, since this looks way cooler than it did in the original. Kyoko Kirigiri, the other best Danganronpa 1 girl. Her beta design here looks a bit more old-fashioned, like kind of Victorian style, similar to Kurumi, if that helps. I would say 4 out of 10. I'm not the biggest fan here. I just feel like her other designs fit way more than this one, because, you know, she is the ultimate detective after all. However, these other designs are really good, especially this one. I'm a big fan of seeing Kyoko with shorter hair. And then this one is literally just straight up Kurumi. And then this one over here shows Kirigiri was originally going to have red eyes, which honestly, I'm kind of glad they changed it to purple in the final game, because it just feels, I don't know, it just doesn't really fit her personality, red eyes in my opinion. And then also she was going to have glasses, which is kind of crazy, and it fits quite well. I just think she looks way better without glasses, but honestly, Kyoko having glasses would have been a great selection either way. So I'm going to say 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Next we have is Ryuji Leon. I mean, it legit just looks like his final design. I mean, even his other designs look exactly the same, just with a bit crazier hairstyles. And then this one right here is like just from the game itself, so like, there's not much to say here, so 5 out of 10 because it's Leon. Next we have is Mondo Iwata, in which we're in for a good treat. So I'm not a big fan of this first one here, however, his arm is just way bigger than his entire body. I legit have no idea why. It looks a bit weird, but 4 out of 10. However, this is where it gets good. His hair is a fucking gun. His hair is a gun. His hair is a gun. Like, this isn't a bullshit. Like, this isn't a haha funny. His hair was originally going to just be a gun. So this is by far 10 out of 10. And honestly, it should have been in the game. His other designs look okay. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of these bottom two, but this bigger one here looks kind of cool. However, gun. That's all that matters, gun. Sakura Ogami. Looking at everybody's beta designs, I feel like Sakura has the most out of everybody's. So first we have this main one in which she's barefooted and her hair looks like a ponytail, I believe. I prefer her final design way more than this one, so I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. As for the other designs, we have this one which reminds me a lot of Peko, because it has like a wooden bamboo sword. I mean, it looks nice and all, but it just doesn't fit her character or like her talent, so I'm a bit confused as to why it's here. Sayaka Maizono faces the same problem as Leon, in which their beta design looks way too close to their original design, so there isn't really much I can comment on here. In case you all are wondering though, Leon and Sakura were the first Danganronpa characters ever made, which is why their designs look so similar to what they were in the final game, and it's kind of reason as to why they were killed off first as well. I mean, I like Sayaka's design overall, And it seems like in one of these designs, she was originally going to have a bow in her hair, similar to her illustration art. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Next we have is Toko Fukawa. I kind of like her design here, as it does the same for her original design. It captures her personality and her talent really well, but I definitely prefer the original, so 7 out of 10. And then this one is just terrible. Terrible, terrible. 1 out of 10. Her other designs are kind of interesting, with her originally having red hair and a giant knife, it seems. I still prefer what we got in the original. However, I can't deny that some of these are really cool, and I would have loved to see them in action within the game, which is quite unfortunate that we can't, but I'll give it 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10. And the last character we have here is Yasuhiro Hagakure. I mean, honestly, there isn't much to comment on here, since he looks the exact same, just with way shorter hair. I must admit though, these sketches of him make him look way cooler than his actual character is. So, you know, he has that going for him. So, for that, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. And well, there you go. We've gone through all of the Danganronpa 1 cast as beta designs. I'll be doing the same for the second game in an upcoming video, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. And yeah, there's not much else I can say. I hope everyone has a great day and a happy Danganronpa month, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!